Yes,
Shall I
ma'am.
start?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Start.
Dear friends and masters, welcome to Oneness Meditation, Qatar Meditation, and Wisdom Sharing Sessions. Today we have with us Arpitha K. Gupta ji, founder chairman of Divine Space Charitable Trust, director of Divine Foundation, mentor and consultant of the School of Breath. Arpita ji is a sought after trainer. She works towards helping people to come out of their unwanted beliefs created by the social mind. Her work involves a mix of psychology, philosophy, and spirituality. Her work is all about breaking free from the various unwanted interpretations in one's mind collected over a lifetime through what we hear, read, and receive naturally from our biological lineage. She aims to reach out to everyone that spiritual and material are not different from each other, but they are two sides of the same thread. She brings in practical approach to life while insisting not to ignore the present which is at work. Her works can be found through her social media handle, including her website. Arpita Ji's course, named The Soul Designers for 21 Days, has received more than 8,000 views on YouTube. She is a pioneer in bringing in transpersonal science as awareness in one's life. It is all about awakening the unconsciousness within each of us so that we can lead an authentic life as to truly who we are. This session has reached more than 20,000 people via various forums, including schools and colleges and hundreds of villages, as a part of service through her trust. A warm welcome to you, ma'am, to Oneness Meditation Qatar Wisdom Sharing Platform. Thank you, ma'am. A hearty welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, all. Yeah, I think Qatar time is, it should be 4:30 now. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. My voice is clear?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Yeah. Okay. So, first of all, I thank the Qatar people for inviting me for this and giving me this wonderful opportunity. So today's topic is evolution of the soul. When we talk about evolution, we need to understand what is evolution. Evolving. When we say the word evolving, what is evolving? Evolving is when we are, moving upward direction, right? It is like from one step to another step, every step as we move on, right? That is basically evolving. So one step to another step, we are going upwards. So when we talk about the evolution of the soul, what is soul here? Soul is a purpose, right? So soul is a purpose. When the soul is a purpose, yeah, video stuck, I understand, but be focused on my words, not on the video. Be focused on my words. Video mein the focus, if you are focusing more on the video, you will be missing the words. Okay. So don't look at the what is missing. Focus on what is needed. Thank you. Yeah. So when we talk about the soul, soul is completely, it is about the purpose what we are talking, right? I'm not so talking about, when we talk about soul, we are not talking about the light being, the energy or essence or anything. We are just talking about the soul. It means purpose. So what is the purpose of evolution? Why the entire universe is bending down for the evolution process? Okay. So we need to understand wherever there is an expansion, there is an evolution. And wherever there is evolution, there is an expansion, right? So evolution is a part of the expansion, right? And universe is expanding. We know that, over and above, there is an explosion in the universe happening almost in the eternally, right? And the explosion is happening one after the other, it is happening. And what is happening? And evolution is happening at two levels. One is physical and one is psychological, right? And when we think about, when we talk about the physical evolution, the growth part, when we say it is happening, the cosmos is, explosion is happening in the universe. So first it is coming to the mineral kingdom, right? We all have begun the entire thing. There were only minerals at the beginning, right? Beyond mineral, there was nothing, right? So after the mineral, what happened? See, evolution, it's an intelligence which is working everywhere, right? The intelligence of expansion will work at the level of expansion its own self. Okay. So from the mineral, then came the plant kingdom. From the plant kingdom, it came the animal kingdom. And from the animal kingdom, then came the human kingdom, right? And the expansion has been happening. This is what evolution is. At the physical form, at the form level, the evolution has happened one stage to another. From the mineral to human, this has formed. And now once after the human evolution, now it is the psychological. After human form, we have not seen any other form manifested, right? We see only the mineral manifestation, plant manifestation, animal manifestation, and human manifestation, right? So at the physical level, these are the evolution which has happened, right? And now next is coming to the psychological level. And when it comes to the psychological level, why we talk about reincarnations? Reincarnations we talk because there was a time, many, light years ago, we were mineral too. We were a plant too. We were an animal too, right? We were all this. All these instincts are somewhere there inside us even today. That is the reason we are stubborn, we are aggressive, we are, we are very polite, we are humble, we are loving, we are everything. All kinds of all kinds of emotions and expressions. I don't say emotions literally, but it is the expressions. All kinds of expressions are there in us because we have processed ourselves from that state to this state, right? And now when we are coming to the point of the levels of this souls, the first is the infant soul. When we are talking about the infant soul, it is like the first time we have taken the human form. See, imagine the first man who was emerged as per the Darwin's theory from monkey to the human, right? So when we talk about that, what might have been the early man's psychology? First, he had to understand that I am no more an animal. I am in a different form now. Earlier, I used to walk on 4 legs. Now I am walking on 2 legs, right? Now this is slowly, he has to understand. The early man had to understand all these things. So he had to understand his survival issues. Like how, as an animal, you are jumping on a tree, you are plucking a plant, whatever you want to eat, all these leaves or plants or sticks or figs or whatever you are eating. But now, the entire process inside, even the biological way, everything is changing. So as the change happening, the eating habits also made a difference. Now he's feeling something in the stomach, which later he realized it is hunger. Sometimes he felt something, later he realized it is the body needs rest, right? All these things slowly he had to understand. So psychological growth is happening. But at this stage of infant soul level, the person, the first early man had to undergo all the survival issues. So that's the reason we see even when all these infant souls, they come under people who live in deep forest, tribal community. Okay, why tribal community prefers to live in forest, in a kind of environment where there are deep forests, mountains, because they want to be close to nature. That is what they have been used to in all this evolution process. They have been close to the nature. So they are comfortable being in the nature. So they always wanted to be there, right? So because why they choose to be there? Because that is how they understand and they can learn, explore more on the survival issues, right? And after the survival things, next came after that state. The early man might have taken many lifetimes in processing and understanding this evolution process from that state to this state, this state to this state. How, if we really get back and learn, we always say when we talk about English language, we always say it's from Greek and Latin. Okay. It is this word, so-and-so word is derived from Greek and Latin. This word is derived from this thing. Okay. Why is that? Was there never a language before Greek? No, there was a language, but the communication was different. But writing vowels and these words, everything has begun from the Greek civilization. So every word what we are talking, whether it is coming from English or Britain English, American English, any English, we are actually deriving all the words from the Greek civilization. They started storing the language. They started, putting a paper form in a format, in a written form. Okay, all these things have happened. To come to this level itself, the man has processed many layers of psychology. Right? He didn't know language. So he had to speak like animals only. Aggression, he had to behave like animal only. Love, he had to express like, all the expressions were still like animal. Right? These instincts were there all the time. Right? After it is like, sometimes we coming to this state of life also, there are many spirit kind of experiences where from inside we experience like animal kinds of voices, or we are speaking like animals, or we are behaving like some animal form we are seeing inside, all these things. Why? Because we are connecting deep inside us to that essence of our initial evolution process. So from that state, we have to teach ourselves and grow to today. Right? So psychologically, that means these kind of experiences means we have to grow psychologically. Human form, we have grown, we have come to the modern state, today's state we have come. But experiences are totally different. We might feel scared sometimes, but it is nothing to be worried. It is only that psychologically we need to grow. We are still stuck. Our psychology, our perception towards life is still stuck in somewhere else, somewhere much beyond than what we are actually today, capable of today. Right? And everything is metaphorical. If we are seeing, animal kind of expression, or the kind of all kinds of ancient kind of expressions inside us, it is not that there is an animal still inside and that animal is taking over. It's nothing like that. It is only that we need to understand that it's a metaphor. Okay, metaphorically we have to understand that we are psychologically, our knowledge is still very, very old. It's not updated. Okay, it is that updated that nowadays no one speaks that. No one uses that language. For the evolution, we need to go ahead. No one uses that. If you still speak the language which is before Greek and Latin, who is going to understand? Nobody is going to understand. Right? So that is the reason most of the times people around us don't understand our experiences. They say all this, what is this experience coming up? This is not the kind of experience. So many things come up. They don't even understand, because we are bringing that kind of information which we are not, which we have processed long back. But reformation has not yet happened psychologically. So we have to process that. All this category comes under the infant souls. They are called infant souls. They are like small children. They need to be understood. They need to learn themselves that I need to grow. Okay, so all what I'm carrying inside is a very old information. Now I need to move ahead, right? And now after infant soul, then comes the baby soul, right? When it comes to the baby soul, it is, you have taken many incarnations in the infant soul itself, because to understand the language, to know the language, to format the language, to understand, diagnose our own selves, inner and outer, all these ways, and coming to the baby soul. Once coming to the baby soul, now you have to come to the stage where most of the survival issues, how to deal with life, you have understood by this time. Because infant soul, you are still struggling to deal with life. I don't know how to lead, because that kind of, sometimes, we come across in our own life, we come across into the point like, how do I deal with my life? I don't know what is happening in my life. Why this is happening in my life? Okay. Is there something wrong? Or am I doing anything wrong? All these kinds of thought process are there. Okay. Because you are functioning still in the infant soul state. Now, after that, after understanding everything, dealing with the survival issues, where your food, your shelter, your financial, okay, all the basic things are taken care of, right? You are independent of taking care of your own things. You are, once you do that, you have evolved from infant soul to baby soul. Once you come to the baby soul, now comes, you want a structured life. Now comes, oh, I want everything structured. Okay, I'll give you a beautiful example. 2 days back, I was just going somewhere to one of my relatives' place. And I've seen, I was traveling in my car, and I've seen one auto guy. An auto, there's a behind, he has written that, I am starting my life again. And I'm proud of myself. He has written that. And then down, he has written, guys, don't fall behind girls. Girls are bubblegum. Girls are like bubblegum. In it, first they taste sweet, but later on it is all waste. It is like, he has crossed, he has entered to this situation in life. Maybe he has come across to some life issues or some relationship issues, probably, I don't know. But he has come back with that juncture where he want to structure his life completely. So that we can, by that moment, we can say, oh, this person is a baby soul now. He has walked out of that infant soul. Now he has become a baby soul. Now he want a structured life. He want everything very particular. This should be right. That should be right. This should be perfect. That should be perfect. Okay. But all that discipline is the hallmark for this. I want everything in a disciplined manner. I want this to be like this to be like this. All the preparations, it's like how architect basically designs the drawing and a blueprint. This is a line is 12 inches. This is 10 feet. This is 20 feet. How he perfectly puts everything, like that. All the baby souls, they come into the point of very discipline. Now, most of the disciplinarians or, the soldiers, all these people come under baby souls because they're too much on discipline. All the soldiers, whoever is a soldier, whoever wants to march forward. Soldier does not mean that you are literally relating to only army people or anything. Soldier is an essence inside a person. Okay. It is like a person is feeling they want to take something ahead. Okay, they want a structure, they want a format, they want to know everything what they are doing. We come across so many people, if anyone we say we hear like, this is a particular course you need to learn. They want to understand everything. Oh, what is this course about? What happens in this? What is that I'm going to learn about this? There's so many things, questions which come up because the brain is still under the baby soul stage. They are still holding on to the discipline hallmark. Okay, they want everything perfect. They don't want to say for themselves also, okay, I have done something mistake. Okay, these are the baby soul psychology, right? And then after the learning, after understanding a particular of discipline, what time I'm supposed to do this, what time I'm supposed to do that, how do I plan my schedule? Like from morning to evening, how am I planning my schedule? Everything comes under discipline, right? And that discipline is important. Unless and until there is a discipline, you can't really evolve ahead. So discipline is a must. So once the discipline is mastered, from the baby soul, a person, a human evolves to the young soul state. In the young soul, what happens? Now survival is taken care, structure is taken care, discipline is taken care, right? All these things are very clear now. And now it is like now a person wants to understand what is independence. How am I going to be independent? I need to have independent life. I need to have my own life. I need to create my life. Okay, we are our own creators of our own destiny. All these things are coming from the young souls. We might have seen so many youngsters, you know, they all say, what is the language youngsters speak? Oh, my life. No one interferes in my life. I take my decision. You know, all these things. These are youngsters who generally speak this. So even the mindset, even at the age of 60 or 70 of the physical age, some people are stuck in that. They want everything structured. They want to be independent. They can't, they are like, you know, they are those young souls. I know many people who are at their physical age, they are 50 and 50 plus, but they don't want to mingle with anyone. They want to have an independent life. They want to learn everything all by themselves. They don't want to be in a group. Okay. They just don't like becoming one among the group. All these things, they want to be separate. They want to feel unique. Okay. So all these things are coming from the young soul state. Okay. So young soul state is all these military leaders, business tycoons, cult leaders, you know, all these people, dictators, all these people come under young souls because they want to rule. The most importantly, what they choose is they want to rule. Okay. And from then comes the mature souls. At this point, when it comes to the mature soul, at the end of this, young soul stage, the person starts feeling, what am I missing? I have fame. I have money. I have my property. I have my name. I have everything. I have power and everything, but nothing appeals. So what is it? Who am I? From where? Why am I here? What is happening to me? Okay. Am I really struggling for my relationships, or is it something else? Okay. Till young soul, people are only worried about my family, my earnings, my food, my independence, all this. They are stuck here only. Okay. They're not growing. This has to be processed. Okay. It's not like they are blocked themselves or anything. They have to realize that these things have to be processed as quick as possible. They can't stuck into the point like, oh, my husband is not speaking to me. My husband is not living with me, or my wife is not appreciating me and I'm feeling sad. Okay. This is not the journey. Journey is about going a step ahead. Now, when it is coming to the mature soul, the mind starts thinking, what am I doing? This life, this person is playing a role for me so that I expand, I explore that aspect, that version inside me. Okay. If that version with me is not comfortable, I'd not see the same reflection ahead. Okay. All about the reflections. Mature souls will have all kinds of complex issues with the relationships because they need to understand what they are. They might not have a very good marriage life, very good, parental stage, very happening childhood, all these things, because why they have complex issues, relationship issues is they need to understand what they are. It is through the reflections a person can understand what they are. If my husband is very odd, that means the masculine personality inside me is conflicting. It is not merging inside me. Right? We are so, we are in a state where we want to only complain that my husband does not listen to me. My husband does not do this. This person does not do this. That person does not do this. We are so merged in this, but we have to understand a matured soul, how a matured soul thinks. Matured soul thinks that, okay, if this reflection is coming like this, what is my version? Okay, my version is this. So this part of me is not comfortable inside me. I am not able to, they understand that I am not gelling well with that personality in me. That is what is reflecting outside. So it is not the person outside you need to repair. It is the same person inside you need to repair. Okay. It is the aggression part or whatever it is, that is what you need to repair inside. Mature soul understands that, because mature soul knows it is my reflection. I need to check into myself. I need to understand. So blaming, complaining, all this simply vanishes. Nothing comes ahead. Okay. So once the mature soul is over, by the end of the mature soul state, a person comes into the point of just witnessing. Okay. If the other person is behaving like that, they are not affected, because they have already understood that is a reflection of me inside. So I am not affected. How much ever they behave, I am not affected. Okay, that state comes. And after that comes the old soul, right? Old soul is a state where they begin to realize, at the mature state, what happened? A person begins to think, who am I? From where I have come? Why am I here? Okay, how is that I need to understand life? All these questions come. But by the time they come to the old soul, they understand the way I have come, everyone has come with the same agenda. Other person is not different from me. So they understand oneness. They experience oneness. See, to experience all these things, you don't need to meditate. You don't need to understand spirituality. You don't need to be very intellectual also. It is simply a common sense, right? How we are growing. Like how I have come, every other person has also come the same way. If I am born out of my mother's womb, the other person is also come out of their mother's womb, right? And they have grown up in certain atmosphere with a certain life perceptions. Like the same way, I have also grown up with a certain atmosphere and with a certain perceptions of life. Okay, just because these two things are separate, that does not mean they are bad and I am good, or I am bad or they are good. That is a system. This is a system. Okay, that is when you begin to accept, this is how they are going to be. This is how I am going to be. This is how I am going to be. Now, how do I help myself in moving ahead? Right? The minute you help yourself, you are not only helping yourself, you are helping your entire surroundings. Okay, that is how the old soul thinks and begins to see entire scenario of life as a movie. Okay, this part has come. This episode is like this. Okay, in this episode, what is my take in this episode? Right? That is how old soul thinks. And after the old soul comes the transcendental soul. Transcendental soul is a person, is an individual who has completed all the lessons, all the expressions of life from the mineral level to human level. All the expressions have understood within themselves. Okay. If I am feeling, for whatever reason, if I am feeling aggressive, that means my expression is still in the infant soul. Because infant soul, I'm struggling for survival. So my inner expression is still in an infant level. So I have to make it grow, right? I have to change my perception. Now, once after reaching all the stages, once you come to the transcendental soul, it is like you are rejoining with your own community, your own soul family. We all have a soul family. Soul family is like, I don't say soul family is different from our biological family. Sometimes biological family itself becomes a soul family. Okay, when we talk about the soul family, it is about where you have a common thinking, common principles to follow, and everything is common. You are like-minded people. Okay, that could be from the biological family also, and community also, or it can come from the other community also. Okay, anything can be there. So you rejoin with that. Any transcendental soul rejoins with that. Sometimes in life, for some people, I see they get separated from their families, from their partners or anything. Okay, they get separated because when the frequency is not matching, life knows how to keep it away. You will only attract people whose frequency you are matching with. And after a certain point of time, there are people who again rejoin with their families. We see this in many pictures and movies also, no? Right? We see that, bichhad gaye, in childhood they have departed. After many years, again they came back. The family is united. Husband, wife got departed at one stage of life. After an old age, again they got back together. All these things, it's not like we have a influencing thing in our mind that when we talk about the soul community, we don't want to see our family members. We want to see somebody extraordinary only. So as long as you don't feel this soul family also is coming from this biological family is also a part of soul family. If we can't accept here, we can never accept anywhere. Okay, we need to understand. There are some people who are very convenient within their family members. They don't want anybody else in there. Okay, all these things have to be, they need evolution at the psychological level. Okay, when it comes to the transcendental soul, a person understands they are fully recombined. Their thought process is same. They're with like-minded people. Every thought, every pros and cons are matching. There is absolutely no difference, right? So they bring a change to the world, society. We might have in our lifetimes, we might have seen many people where you see a family and you feel very good about them. Feel, oh, what a family, nice family these people are. Okay, because this family is the soul community. They are combined and as living under one roof to bring a social change. Okay, we always have a tendency to think that, to bring social change means doing all big things, spreading meditation, being spiritual. And spirituality is a very odd point inside our mind. We think something extraordinary about it. But being spiritual is being understanding the force inside, and there should be a purpose inside it. Okay, if there is no purpose for whatever actions we are doing, then you are soulless. Okay, and the spirit has got no meaning to it. Okay, so that's how you are bringing a social change. A family, by looking at a simple family, many people are learning how to be simple. So they're definitely helping people in bringing change, living in harmony, right? Bringing a social change does not mean you are spreading meditation, you are spreading vegetarianism, or you are doing this or doing that, and only those things are this. No. By making a person, just maybe probably your neighbor, just probably explaining your neighbor that life can be very simple. You can be very happy in life. This one little thing also is a social change. So transcendental souls are these kind of category who bring a change by being themselves as an example. Okay, and after that, then becomes the infinite soul. Infinite soul is a person where they become the creators and co-creators. Okay, they are like the souls which are in the process of universe, like how universe thinks. Universe is always in the expansion mode and always in the creation mode, right? So these are infinite souls, are the people who are creating something new, which has never happened before, or maybe which might have happened before and people might have forgotten. Many decades back, people have forgotten, and again you are restarting it. You're bringing a new change. Okay, all this is infinite soul qualities. Why people want to, why there is a urge in everyone in doing some extraordinary things. It is because everyone, there is a creator inside everybody. Inside every person, there lies a creator, and the creator wants to express itself. That is the reason they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to bring a lot of change. They want to bring a massive change. They want to stabilize something. All these things are there. But for that, we need to understand psychologically, where am I? Psychologically, am I in an infant soul state? or a mature baby soul state, or young soul state, mature soul state, transcendental state? Where am I? Unless and until I reach mature soul state, my evolution process is not done. I'm still in the process. I have to walk through all these stages. Right? So from this, the evolution happens in two ways. Like how I said in the beginning, these are the stages where a person grows psychologically. Psychologically, some people cannot hold their aggression. Psychologically, some people cannot hold their compassion. There are some people who cannot hold on to, talking ill about anybody in the world. Maybe their own biological family or anybody. Their agenda is to talk ill and curse everyone. Okay, we need to understand, by doing all this, we are stuck. Our brains are stuck psychologically. We are ourselves prisoning in that state only. Right? In that, till the young soul state only. Now we need to grow. It is our responsibility. Evolution is our individual process. It is not somebody else's job or somebody else thing to do it. It is for our own selves. We need to come out of it. Everything is part and parcel of life. If a relationship issues are coming up, we need to see what is my relationship status. Okay, we write relationship status in Facebook, married, single, or unmarried, or whatever we write, divorced, or whatever it is we write. But what is my relationship status within my own self, my own versions? I have many versions inside me. How is my relationship with every version of me? If I am happy with every version of me, I'm happy with anybody in the world. Whether we call it a divine spirit or evil spirit or anything, we are happy with everything because we are already built up a wonderful relationship with all the versions of ourselves. And that is the goal for us to evolve. Unless that has happened, it is not possible for us to evolve. We will be stuck somewhere or the other. And this goes on. And this reincarnation, this incarnation goes on. From one generation to other generation to third generation. From generation to generation, like a pattern, it takes on to every generations ahead. Today, if I am evolved, my next generation will go to the next phase of evolution. If I have not evolved myself, they will have to process everything which I have not done on my part. I have not learned ABCD, so my children have to learn ABCD and also the words apple, bat, cat, dog, everything they have to learn. Because I have not done my part. For them, it's a double process. If I had learned ABCD, apple, bat, dog, all these things I have learned, my children will directly get into the sentences and phrases. They will do their part. We are supposed to do, we are not here to, heal anybody or guide anybody or, do something which we think extraordinary. We are only here to bring up a beautiful relationship with all the versions we hold inside us, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. We need to have a friendship inside, right? That is what we need to come. And for that, this evolution, these are the processes. We know, when we are behaving in such a way, we know, okay, psychologically, I'm still in a baby soul, or maybe I'm still in an infant soul. Now I know what to do. Now, since we never know, before there was a time, we never knew about this awareness. We never had this awareness. Now the time has changed. We are aware. We have to be aware. There is no other option other than to be aware. Right? We need to be aware and we need to understand, where am I? Where is my brain going on? Why is my brain connecting to that state? Why am I going back? Okay. Sometimes suddenly they might feel, okay, what have I seen? I've seen an animal chasing me in my dream. There is no animal chasing. It is your own fear of instinct, of your survival, which is actually chasing you. Okay, we need to understand. We can diagnose. When we process all this, we can diagnose. And everything is a process. It's a part and parcel of evolution. Whether we like it or we don't like it, whether we accept it or we don't accept it. This is the way evolution will happen. We have to be aware. We have to be aware of what is happening within ourselves. This is what my psychological stage is. Now I know what to do with myself. Okay, I'm in that state. Okay, let me put myself into those kinds of works where my evolution brings happens very smoothly and very happily. Okay, that is how we grow in it. Okay, yeah. Any doubts or any questions if anyone has? Yeah, from Qatar. First preference goes to the Qatar audience only. Yeah, Shimaji or Ramya, anyone?
No, ma'am, you explained it so beautifully, all the stages and so clearly. I think there is no question. Wonderfully, you explained it and so simply.
We'll do a small journey. Okay. I think that will conclude the thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Madhulika, yeah, can we talk after this journey? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So let's all close our eyes. Connect to our breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you breathe in and breathe out, relax every part of your body. At every breath in and out, you'll be entering into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. From the top of your head till the bottom of your feet, every part and particle of your body will enter into a deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Bring all your awareness to your feet. As you breathe in and breathe out, relax your feet. Bring the same relaxation to your legs and knees. From the knees till the bottom of your feet, feel the relaxation flowing and allow the same relaxation flow into your thighs and your hips. Feel the relaxation flowing in your legs. At every breathing and breathe out, you're feeling even more and more relaxed. Bring the same relaxation to your stomach. At your every in and out breath, As your stomach rises and falls, feel the relaxation spreading to your ribs, your chest, and your shoulders, flowing through your hands, wrist, palm, and fingers. Allow the same relaxation to flow into your spine, from your neck, from the neck till the bottom of your feet. Every part of your body is entering into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Now bring the same relaxation to your jaws, chin, forehead, eye muscles, and to the head. All your face muscles and head. From the top of your head till the bottom of your feet, you're feeling the relaxation flowing all over you, making you feel safe and secure through your breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, you're drifting down and down into the state of relaxation, feeling calm, safe, and secure. Allowing the beautiful bright light of relaxation flowing all over your body, in every part and particle of your body, mind, and spirit. As you breathe in and breathe out, at your every breath in and out, you'll be drifting down and down deeper into the states of relaxation, 1,000 times deeper into the same state of relaxation. And now you begin to sense the relaxation at every part and particle of your body, mind, and spirit. There's a beautiful stillness with all the relaxation flowing all over you. Let this beautiful state of relaxation and stillness, which is flowing all over you, in and out, through your breath. Be in the stillness and in the silence. Connect to a water element. With all the stillness and relaxation, enter inside the water. Allow yourself go deeper inside the water with all the feelings of safe and security. Be connected to your breath and all the flow of relaxation, safe and secure feelings flowing in every part and particle of you. Breathe in and breathe out. Inside the water, you'll find a bright white light falling from the top of your head till the bottom of your feet, covering all over you, making you feel even more and more, deeper and deeper relaxed. Live this experience of all the feelings of safe and secured and the bright light surrounding, filling you with all the stillness and relaxation, every part and particle of your body, mind, and spirit, making you feel more and more relaxed, safe, and secured. Let the light cover all over you like a fine blanket, making you feel even more and more secured and safe. With all the gratitude, with all the safe and secure feelings, feeling relaxed, with all the essence of stillness, with a beautiful white light as a blanket all over you, and slowly come back and become aware of this moment. The more you come back to this moment, you feel more safe and secure, protected and relaxed, with all the stillness flowing all over you through your breath. Once you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful meditation.
Yeah.
It is really so relaxing.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
There was a question from someone, right?
I think, yeah, Madhulika.
Ma'am, can I ask?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, there's a stage called transcendental soul, you said. So is this transcendental crisis related to that stage of the soul?
At the level of transcendental, there is no crisis.
There's no crisis. Okay.
There is no crisis. All the crisis is there with infant, baby, and young, and little of in mature soul.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So because this spiritual emergency is sometimes also referred as transcendental crisis. So
Transpersonal crisis, not transcendental.
okay, so then at which stage this soul is, which is going through spiritual emergency?
At the infant state. Infant state.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else? Any doubts or any?
So there's no other questions, ma'am. So
Okay.
we can
There are
close
no
our.
other questions. There are only two things. They have understood perfectly or they have not understood it.
No, ma'am, we all have understood it perfectly. It was so well explained, everything so simply.
Okay. That's good.
So,
Yeah.
dear friends and masters, let's pay our gratitude to Arpitha ma'am for the wonderful session, and gratitude to all the participants and viewers for being with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the Qatar team for bringing this, and it's wonderful being. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.